today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can set up an error workflow inside n8n. So you can log all of your errors and get notified once one of your active workflows fail. The cool thing is that we only have to set up one error workflow, and then we can connect it to multiple active workflows. And I'm sure that you will be surprised to see how quickly and easy is this to set up. So let's get inside the video. All right, so this is the main workflow that we're going to test here. We're going to put some errors inside this workflow, and then we're going to capture those errors with another workflow that we're going to make right now. And once we capture some errors, then we're gonna save those errors inside a Google Sheet. And once we save them inside a Google Sheet, we're gonna send an email notification to us or maybe to one of our team members to just let them know that an error has occurred. All right, so in order to trigger the error workflow, our main workflow has to be active. So I'm gonna click here and activate from here. So right now our main workflow is active. So what we're gonna do is go to set up a new workflow inside n8n, and here is going to be our error logger workflow. I'm gonna change its name to error logger. So if you click here and if you type error here, you will see that we have an error trigger that says that triggers the workflow when another workflow has an error. So we're gonna bring this here, and actually we do not do anything here. What we could do, we can fetch this event to see what data we are getting inside this, but we are not going to use this. We are going to use a live demo because there we're gonna receive more data. And that's it. Just pay attention that I named this trigger error logger. So if you click save and we go back to our main workflow, and from here if you click on these three dots and go to the settings, you'll see that here it says the error workflow, and it says the second workflow to run if the current one fails. The second workflow should an error trigger node. So this is exactly what we made there. So from here we need to actually choose exactly the error logger and click save. And now these two workflows basically are linked together. And if this workflow ever has an error inside it, it's gonna stop the workflow, and this workflow will capture the error inside the other one. So let's see a quick example of that. This workflow is active, and you see that we have a Telegram trigger. So if I bring my Telegram here and if I type hey, we should get a response. Yes, you see that it says hello, how can I assist you? So everything works fine here. We don't have an error. Right now what I'm going to do is actually remove the model from this agent. Basically this agent doesn't have brain anymore, and let's test it again. And we shouldn't get anything because our agent is not connected to any chat model, and we are not getting any response. And if you go here to execution, and here you see that we got an error because our chat model is not connected to our AI agent, and you see that we got a query that says a chat model subnode must be connected and enabled. So if you go to our error trigger and if you go to the execution, you will see that the recent one, what it's going to tell us is about the ID of the execution and the URL and the name of the workflow that had an error. And it also tells us that what node we got an error inside. Under the node, you can see all these different parameters, and you can see how it is configured. We can even see the prompt here. What we are interested in down here is the name that you see that it is the ultimate personal assistant. And we have a message here that says a chat model subnode must be connected or enabled. All right, anyways, so let's get back to it. I'm going to copy this to editor. So we will have the data from the execution here so we can play with it. And now what we are going to do, basically we are going to log all this data inside a Google Sheet. All right, so here in this Google Sheet, we have timestamp, we have the workflow, we have the URL, node, and error message that we're gonna map all this information from the error logger. So now we have this set up. We have to go back to our error logger and we have to add a new node. So this time we're gonna add a Google Sheet. From here, you're gonna choose the append or update row in the sheet. And from here, go ahead and connect your Google account. If you haven't done it yet, it's very easy. Click here, create new credentials, and from here you can sign into your Google account and connect them together. But I already have connected my Google account, so I'm going to use that. So here, everything stays the same. The operation we are doing is append or update row. Basically, append means to add So we are adding or updating a row here inside our Google Sheet, and from here we need to choose our document. So our document here is the error logger, because the name of this Google Sheet is error logger. There's only one sheet here. You see that it is sheet 1, and we are going to that one. And from here you will see that we have some values that we need to get them from our previous node, which is our error trigger, from this left side. All right, so for the timestamp, actually I'm gonna change it to expression, and we're gonna do $sign now. Basically it sends the current date and time of the error inside the Google Sheet. You'll see that the format is actually like this. So if you don't like it, you can actually do like this .format. So right now we are getting the date and time as it is. And for the rest of these fields, we are doing the drag and drop here. So the first thing is actually the workflow, and if you close this execution from here, you will see that we have workflow here, and if you drag the name and drop it here, now we have the name of the workflow which has error, and this will go inside our Google Sheet. The URL, I'm going to open this execution again and get the URL from here. For the node, actually we need to look for the node object here, and we need to scroll down to find the name. Yeah, this is the name. If you drag it and drop it here, now we have the name. And finally the error message, I think it should be under that name. Yeah, this is it. So we can drag it and drop it here. So what we're gonna do now is actually click the test here, and you'll see that if the information comes to our Google Sheet, yes, and you can see that all the data is coming to our Google Sheet. We have timestamp, workflow, URL, and the node, and the error message. And if you click here on the URL, it exactly take us to the workflow that has an error, and to the exact same execution that error happened. So right now we have logged our information inside the Google Sheet. Maybe we want to also send email notification to us. So I'm gonna move this here, drag this here, and let's just say that we want to notify ourselves by an email. So if you write Gmail here, we want to actually send an email or send a message. Here we need to set up everything, our connection with our Google account, and the operation is send. So here I'm just going to put my email address, because I want to notify myself once we have an error. For the subject, I'm going to just put error happened. This will be the subject of the email which is coming to me. The email type should be text. And here for the message, I'm going to change it to expression, and I'm going to open it so we can write our message, and you will see how we can do that. So from here we can actually customize our message however we want. So here I'm just going to write workflow error, and from here I'm going to just put the workflow, the name of the workflow is here, so I'm going to put it here. So now the message is going to come through as workflow error, ultimate personal assistant. And then I'm going to say that what node errored, and what was the name of it, and what was the time for it. So first let's grab the name of the node. So here under the node, scroll down to find the name, and put it here, and we'll say that errored at, and I'm gonna put the same function $sign, so to just give it the time. But let's just format it. So now it says that ultimate personal assistant errored at this time, and I'm just going to go down and say the error message was, and here we're going to put the error message. So basically this is exactly the notification email that is coming to me. Once we have an error inside our workflow, I'll instantly get a notification by email that it says the workflow error name. This is the name, and it says that the ultimate personal assistant errored at 21st April 2025 at this time, and it says the error message was a chat model subnode must be connected and enabled. And finally we can provide the link for it, so we can directly click on the link and go to the main workflow. Cities execution here, and I'm gonna put the URL so we can go to that, and we should be good to go. But one thing that if you don't want to get that little message at the end of your email that it says that sent from n8n, what you can do is that to come here, add an option, click on append n8n attribution, and turn it off. So now if we hit test, we should see that we got an email. So let's jump quickly inside my email and see if we got an email. So right now I'm on my email that I got a message. It says that the subject says error happened, and exactly what we configured it is the same. It says the workflow error, this is the name, and it says that ultimate personal assistant error at this time. The error message was this, and if I want to see this error or see this workflow, I can click here and directly go to the workflow. And yeah, that's it. Let's quickly save it and test it again with another example. So here I have added a new tool to my ultimate personal assistant, which is a SERP API for searching the web, but I didn't connect my credentials and account. So let's just test it again and see if everything goes well, and we can log our data inside our Google Sheet and at the same time get the notification email. So here I'm gonna pull up my Telegram and say, and let's see. So here we are not getting any message from Telegram, and if you go to our Google Sheet, you will see that we have another error. It says the node is SERP API. This is inside this workflow, and this is the URL to it, and the error message says that error in subnode SERP API. So let's quickly also check our email, and you'll see that I also get an email. Again, error happened. It says where error happened, what node, and what was the message, and I can click to see it. And yeah, that's it guys. This is how you can quickly and easily find errors inside your workflows and also save them and notify yourself. And you might be asking that what if this workflow has an error, but I don't think this is going to happen unless you have some crazy AI logic here, or maybe adding so many tools and maybe having so many mistakes with your credentials. In that case, yeah, it might happen, but for now this is very simple, and I don't think here we're gonna have any problem. Once again, thank you so much that you have made it so far watching this video, and if you found value, I appreciate if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting more videos like this, and if you have any questions, just let me know down in the comment section, and I'll be reading them and answering them as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next video.